Hello class, it's Mr. Garcia here, and I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Last time I showed you a little bit how to do three quarters point view head or face, and today I want us to practice on doing half a turnaround. We already did this where we did left, front, and the right facing face or head. I'm sorry. Today I want us to do a little bit more complicated. It's gonna be a sideways facing one, a 3/4 one like we did last week, and a forward facing one. So this can be left, middle, forward, or it can be forward, middle, right. Okay, you choose. Make sure to tell me what character you are doing. So the character is completely up to you. If you want to do SpongeBob, if you want to do Sailor Moon, if you want to do any character you want to do, just make sure that if you think this is a little bit too complicated for you, that you choose an easier character. You can also create your own character if you want, because I understand that 3/4 view it's extremely hard to do. So please choose your character according to your level. And if you want to challenge yourself, go ahead if you want to go for a really hard character. But don't feel like you have to go for a really hard character, okay? Let me show you some examples of what I'm talking about. So this is a SpongeBob turnaround. So I want us to go ahead and do something like this. What happened? Do something like this. You got your forward facing, and then I just didn't notice actually. You would have your 3/4 like this. Okay. Make sure you keep everything consistent. You have the nose, you have the pants, but we're only doing the face. Okay. You would have the eyes. Okay, so 3/4 like that. Here's another example. So in here they're out of order. So you have your forward facing right here. You have your forward facing right here in your side view. This is a 3/4. And this is what I was talking about last week. How this character actually. See how the pipe, you never get to see the pipe. The pipe is always on the opposite side or to the side. You can do this. Depending on the character, like I said, Goku's hair switches side depending on where you're looking at him from. This is a perfect example of what I want you guys to do. Now, I don't want you guys to do it to this level of detail, of course. So she's over here facing forward, facing at you. She's over here facing 3/4, and then she's over here facing sideways. Okay, that's exactly what I want you guys to do. Perfect example right here. Okay, you can do any character against SpongeBob, Patrick, any character that you find simple to do, you can go ahead and do it. And if you want to challenge yourself, please go ahead. This is another character sheet, and this is Nala from the Lion King. This is her head turnaround. The reason why it's really important for you to get the turnarounds correct is because let's say Nala had, she had a little scar on this eye. Okay, so you are the character artist. You hand me over your character, but if you don't do this in every turnaround, all I know is that she has a scar on her face. So what if, like, while I'm animating, I just put random scars on her face because I don't know where they're supposed to go. So that's really why you're supposed to create the scar consistent every time, like that. Okay, and then she has a piercing, like an earring right here. Keep that consistent every time. So no matter who's drawing it, they keep it consistent. Okay. You can always tell, oh, that's Nala. She has those earrings. Okay. So it's really important for you to keep it consistent. And if you're struggling a little bit too much on this, an easy way of getting over is choosing easier characters. Not everybody's at the same level of art skills, so you can go ahead and choose easier characters so you don't challenge yourself too much. Okay. I don't want you guys to get stressed over doing art. Art is a class that it's supposed to relax you, make you happy, and that shouldn't be making you stress out. Okay. So as long as you get the fundamentals of then you get the main idea of what I want you guys to do. I'm okay with what you guys turn in. Okay. So today I went ahead and sketched out this guy right here. He's from Dragon Ball Z. His name is Krillin. And today I want to go ahead and do his turnaround. Okay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and redraw him. That was just a sketch. I know that his head, well, he's a bald man, because he's like a monk. He's a monk who went to train alongside with Goku when he was a child. So yeah, he's a monk. So that means he's always shaving his head. He's not actually bald. He just shaves. The Dragon Ball Z art style, they give their characters humongous heads. As to why, I don't know. Actually, they try to tone it down a little bit during Dragon Ball Z. So you see Vegeta, who has like this widow's peak. His hair, his forehead starts becoming more realistic, less of a completely exaggerated one. But they're extremely exaggerated, and that I always found it weird. If they were to be in real life, they would look hilarious. It would look really hilarious. Okay, so I'm trying to keep his face a little bit symmetrical. Again, I personally like characters who have asymmetry. So that means who are not 100% symmetrical, whose face cannot be mirrored. But nobody shows Krillin some love, so he's a good character. He was actually on par with Goku in the original Dragon Ball. Nope. Oops. He has a small jaw. Okay, alright. So now let's do his eyebrow. I have some of the reference outside on my other monitor again. So if you don't see the reference. Right now he's kinda looking like Aang from The Last Airbender. Haven't seen that in a while. I think his forehead needs to be slightly bigger. More like this. There you go. I know it goes outward. Outwards a little bit. Not too much now. Okay. There you go. More like that. Okay. He has his cheeks. He doesn't have a nose, which is the most confusing part about this character. He doesn't have a nose. I'm also confused as to why he doesn't make a breathing noise, since he's only breathing through his mouth. I really don't know as to why he has no nose. I would draw his eyes. He kind of looks derpy, I know. And then there's his little mouth. They draw a little line under their lip, like this. Okay. Feel like we're making his jaw a little bit too pointy. There we go. Okay. Another thing that he has is these little dots. I think those little dots on his foreheads, I think it's a type of treatment that the monks have. Don't quote me on this. I think it's a type of treatment that the monks have on their like for whenever you're sick. It's like acupuncture. I think that's how I pronounce it. Yeah. I'm not the best at pronouncing stuff, as you can already know. His eyebrow goes from being solid to having like, it varies from like 3 to 4 lines depending on the animator. Krillin goes, he changes completely his character design. At times he is extremely short, other times is you know, if you watch the actual anime or the show, you'll know that his wife, Android 18, at times he comes off to like her shoulders. You know, he married a tall girl, and at times he comes off to her like her waistline. It's really funny how his height varies depending on who's drawing him. Like at times he's just a short guy, another time he's just, you know, toddler size, which is extremely funny and sad how they do him so dirty. Okay, so we have him again. His face kind of changes completely depending on who's drawing him. I feel like we drew this a little bit too high. There we go. I think that's a little bit more like him. Let's go ahead and hold on. That's more like him. There you go. I'm sorry for cheating. Let's see, Control D. Why is it not working? Is it Control Alt D? There we go. Okay, so all of these things I added to his face, the little dots on his forehead, everything needs to be the same height when I do the turnaround. Okay. Yes. So go ahead and minimize this. What's going on? Control T. Why is Control T? You guys may think, oh, Mr. Garcia doesn't know how to operate Photoshop, but I'm confused. I really am. There you go. Okay. So let me go ahead and look for some more drawings of him for better presentation. So if you guys give me a second. You rarely see his side view, so I just find that funny. Actually, they try to avoid using a lot of side views. Okay, so we got this guy, right? We got this boy. What's going on? Okay, what's going on? Lines. Okay, we're gonna do our lines in green. Okay. You know, stretch. In Photoshop, it's really important for you to have your things named. So this is the jaw line. Okay. This is the top of the head. And yes, don't worry, I will go back and go ahead and change it. This is the ear line. Near the bottom of the ear. And this is the top of the ear, which I should have done the same as the eyebrow. So I'm sorry for that. There you go. Top of the eye. And I know all of these lines can be confusing. I should be doing one like a line drawing and then the other line, but instead I'm doing this. I apologize for this. I'll do that afterwards. Okay. There. Okay. Wait. So we have them. So now I need to go ahead and do the 3/4 view. So we're on our sketch line now. Why is that so light? And if you understand what we're doing, you don't have to watch the whole video. I understand that, you know, watching the whole video can be boring. But if you understand what we're doing, it's fine for you to go ahead. So the bottom of his shin, right here. So we are over here drawing the cheek right here. Okay, there's an indent for the eyebrow goes. I mean the eye goes. Okay, again he has no nose. Top of the eyebrow right there. So we take the same thing. I know you are tempted to make one eye taller than the other when it's sideways. You can do it. Don't do it too noticeable, okay? So just slightly taller than the other, it's fine. Don't make his neck too humongous, as I was about to right now. I go ahead and do this. Estoy ocupado, vete. You go ahead and now create the ears. Estoy ocupado. Ven después. You go ahead and create the neck. So now it feels like the face is like going too high on this side. Great. Don't forget the back of the head is a little bit, it goes a little bit farther back. So there you go. That's more like it. The ear can be a little bit tricky to draw sideways. I mean, in 3/4. That's the bottom right there. Okay, we'll do the little square. There you go. I know that his jaw doesn't actually connect with his ear. More like this. Feel like the cheek is protruding a little bit too much. That's a little better. And then you have the mouth right here. The bottom of the mouth. Feel like I made this a little bit too pointy. And this is how you're gonna go. You're gonna draw, erase, draw, erase, draw, erase, and that's fine. So don't think that that you're the only one who's doing it. Look at me, how many times I've already erased and redrawn, which is why you should always draw light. And again, we have this eye. That's the top of the eye right here. Okay. And now again, like I told you, since it's 3/4, this one kind of breaks the line method a little bit, but not too much. Okay. Feel like the forehead is too round on the front. Should go back. More like that. Now we start drawing the eyebrow. The eyebrows start from here. They go this tall. Okay, go this tall. And don't forget, we drew on this one, we drew 3 like that. Now we draw the 3 little dots. Okay, the 3 little dots, I mean 6, 3 on the side. I'll go ahead and do another line. Like that. Like that. Like that. There you go. Okay. So we have one right here. This one's gonna, and the other side's gonna be a little bit taller, higher than the other. Or like that. Apologize for that. Alright, wonderful. His neck is a little bit too thick, like I said. A bit too thick. That's what we have so far. I feel like the this eye feels weird. It should be like this. That's better. That feels more like him. I think this should protrude, the brow bone should protrude a little bit more forward. There you go. I think that's better. If you ever find yourself annoyed at your drawing and you don't know what to do, as a teacher, I know it sounds weird for me to tell you this, step away from your drawing. Really, just step away from your drawing, relax a little bit, come back to it later, but do come back. Okay? Do come back. Don't just go away and never come back to it. Do come back to your drawing. You need, but if you need to take a break, go ahead and take that break. Art comes out better when you're relaxed. Okay. That's better. There you go. I don't know how I feel too much about the neck. This neck, man, it's killing me. Because it looks so skinny on one side, on that one over there, and then we put it sideways. Oh, this is more of the 3/4 view. It's over here being humongous. Okay. There. Still humongous. This neck is killing me. I'm pretty sure it goes like this and like that. I don't want to spend too much time on this neck. Oh my god, I just saw the time. I don't think I'll be able to ink it. I don't think I'll be able to finish it unless I don't want the video to be too long. I did something wrong. I saw that. I don't want the video to be too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the next one. Oh, I'm seeing something wrong. Yeah. Well, give me a second. Okay, so everything kind of matches. It's a little bit off on some parts. There you go, better. The eye, it's a little bit too high right here. That one's fine. And then this. But again, I don't want to spend too much time on. I don't want the video to be too long. I don't want to be boring too. So we're gonna go ahead and do the last drawing which is the side view drawing. We got our board right here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, and again, don't forget, like I said, this guy changes completely depending on who's drawing him. That's our sketch of the sketch. Okay. So we got the eye. And I don't know if I said this last time. If you have your eye, example looks like that. When it's sideways, it's not gonna look like that again. It's gonna look more like this. Okay? Because you're looking at it sideways. We are not like chicken, where we have our eyes. For example, you have a chicken right here, or a bird, for that matter. So you have this bird. When this bird is facing sideways, this bird has the eyes on the sides, as opposed to humans who have their eyes right here, more in the front. Okay, so your eyes should look more like this. That's too big. So your eyes should look more like this one on the side views. Okay, more like that. Okay. If you're drawing a human, if you're drawing an animal like a dog also has their face, because it's a predator. It has the eyes facing forward. But something like chicken, I believe a horse. What other animal has the eyes on the side? Any animal that has the eyes on the sides, you can go ahead and draw them like a chicken. But I had to know like what their eyes look like. Okay. Do your research. You can go ahead and look up the character, what the character looks like, and all of that. Alright. So I'm seeing that in a lot of drawings, you can see his lips protruding forward a little bit, more like this. Okay. Why didn't I draw the mouth? That's the bottom of the mouth. That's the top of the mouth. So the lips protrude forward more on here. So they went ahead and added all this detail to his lips. Where's my boy's nose? Let's go ahead and that looks like he's chalked. There you go, that's more happy. His eyes there. Oh, they don't reach his eyes. They reach more like that. Okay. I'm liking how it's looking. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw his ear. Should be around here. Humongous ears. Okay. I feel like I did this one a little bit too big. So now you have to compensate with this one. Make it a little bit bigger, and then I think I'll go back to that one, make it smaller. There we go. I'm actually really liking how it's coming out. What else? The eyebrows. They reach to run here. two. There you go. And now we go ahead and draw the first one, second one, third one. What else? Nice. Let's go ahead and draw the neck, and then it should be done. I can go ahead and finish the drawing off camera. I'll go ahead and post it for you guys to see afterwards, okay? And again, you can go ahead and do a simpler character if you want. I just decided to do this character. The character itself is actually pretty simple. It's just a bald guy. Not too much detail on his hair. No, he has none. Yeah, he has a pretty simple drawing style. The only thing that the animators mess up on him is his height, sadly. Okay, that's a little bit too high. So you can do any character. If you feel like challenging yourself with a really hard character to do, go ahead. But don't feel like you need to do a really detailed character, okay? If you feel like your skills are not quite there yet, you can go ahead and better them by practicing in easier characters, okay? And yeah, we are done with this guy, at least with the sketch of the turnaround. Again, I'll go ahead and finish the turnaround later, so you guys can go ahead and see how I finished it. There you go, that's better. But yeah, this is what I want to see from you guys' drawing. A turnaround. It can be any character, like I said. It doesn't have to be any Dragon Ball character. It can be any character you want, okay? Before I go, I know you're screaming it. I can hear it already. Miss Garcia, why didn't you fix his eyes? There you go. That's much better, right? So there we have it. Our boy Krillin. He is done. This is a turnaround of him. So I want to see a turnaround. Again, it can be left, middle, forward, or it can be forward, right. Forward, middle, right. Okay. So I just want 3 heads. If you want to do your own character, you are more than welcome to do it. I am mostly looking for the head. Okay, you don't have to do the whole body, but if you want to do the whole body, go ahead. Feel free to challenge yourself. All right. This is all I have for you guys today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.